Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special project to share with you. This is my first, because I know I will do more, Alice in Wonderland journal. I have been wanting to do this for so very long, and Stephanie at My Porch Prints finally put out a full Alice journal kit, and I thought, well, this is the time. So this is a design team project for Stephanie at My Porch Prints, and I will link her info below. I used 3 of her kits. I used the Alice in Wonderland journal kit. I used her Alice in Wonderland loaded teacups and her Alice journal words and phrases. And this is a beast. Yeah, I don't think, I always go overboard, but this is 4.5 inches thick. I mean, like, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, I am in love. I am in love. It's all shabby chic and pink and yes. Anyway, I went overboard. What else is new? I'm not even going to apologize for it anymore because it's just who I am, apparently. So, all right. So 4.5 inches thick. It would be like alligator mouthing to the extreme if it actually had a spine. So thank goodness that I bound it with sari silk instead of, you know, trying to create a spine for it. I mean, I could have, but I probably would have done it ahead of time and only thought I needed like 2.5 inches because that's how my brain works. Anyway, it is 8 3/4 inches tall and 6.5 inches wide. There are 43 pages. That includes some envelopes and bags, and then you've got the front and back cover. So let's just get into it because I feel like this is going to probably be a long video. So like I said, I used sari silk from the lovely Lois at Victorian Gypsy Girl. I love this color. I think it was called Pink Clouds or something to that effect. I used 1/4 inch grommets this time instead of eyelets, so they actually have like a back piece. I think it makes it a little less likely to have sharp edges. Now, that being said, be careful because, you know, whenever you're dealing with grommets or eyelets, there's always a possibility for sharp edges. Okay, done with that. All right, so for the front and back cover, I used this lovely quilted, I guess it's a placemat, and I have no idea. I got it at a thrift store. I thought it was lovely. It was just so shabby chic. It has these adorable pink, you know, little pink flowers. You know, it has the like wavy edge. So I took that and I took a vintage pink napkin. So can you see the gorgeous little flowers on there? And I sandwiched a piece of 300 GSM cardstock between the two, and then I just sewed it together. So that is how I created the front and back cover. So the back, you can see more of the really pretty flowers and the design, but same thing. And then for the front, I went crazy. I went crazy. This was inspired by the lovely Debbie at Kip's Corner. She is my like mixed media layering idol, and I can't even begin to I'm not even remotely close to her abilities and talents, but someday when I grow up I want to be like Debbie. So basically I layered up a ton of doilies. Some of them are vintage. Actually, all of them are vintage or antique, except for the pink one. This one was made for me by my friend Tammy. Hi, Tammy, if you're watching. And she sent that to me in some Happy Mail. And yeah, there's like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 or 6 doilies or pieces of doily, you know, layered on top of each other. And then you've got some other like trim, something I cut off of something else in the background here. This was one of the pieces from BB Craft, those lovely metal filigree pieces. So that is from there. This is just the end of like what I'm calling a spoon. I mean, it looks like the end of silverware, but it literally was, I bought it, it was new. I bought it probably at Hobby Lobby. But it just is cut off here. But I thought it looked kind of like maybe a spoon or a piece of silverware stuck, you know, behind the doily. This is an actual antique skeleton key, and I took some Inca gold and just kind of rubbed it over it because it was very silver. These, I think these are all brads, or no, I'm sorry, this one is a brad. These two may have been earrings. These are old, these two. I'm not sure of the age of that one. These are some vintage like clock parts, and again, they were black, so I took some of the Inca gold and just, you know, kind of messily rubbed some on there. This is a brad actually holding the clock arms. What does that seem? No, hands. They're hands, Emily. Together, but it just had, you know, it had these gorgeous pink roses on it, so I thought that kind of went. And then this is a locket, but for these purposes, it's the pocket watch that the White Rabbit has. So my idea when I was creating the cover was that these may have all been things falling down into the rabbit hole with Alice. That was what went on in my head when I was creating it, and then it just made me very happy when it was all said and done. These are just some corners, and those are from BB Craft as well. I think they might be in Love Arts. I don't remember now, but anyway, there they are. All right, so that's the cover, and then on the inside of the cover, this is one of the loaded teacups. And I just layered some fabric and some pink cheesecloth, a little pink flower here. This is little pieces from the actual kit. If you watched my crochet videos, I did crochet across the top of the teacups, and then you have some itty bitty tiny ephemera in that little pocket. And then the teacup itself is also a pocket, and I sewed a piece of trim from something across the top and just added the word Alice. And all of the ephemera pieces are printed on the back side as well, with background pages from the actual kit. So here we have the first page here, and I crocheted along the edge and added some large pink beads. Oops. And then on the back of that page, you just have an envelope here with one of the kit pieces inside. And I used a little Eat Me embellishment here, and I didn't put anything in the back. I'll probably just leave that open. So if you want to add anything, that is a little secret pocket. Oh, it's so secret that after I created it, I forgot it existed. So, all right, let me make sure I'm staying in frame here. All right, so this is just a piece from the kit. This is an antique, gorgeous, like table runner that I have, and it's sheer, but it has, you know, the pink detailing. I just kind of cut a corner of it there, and then added some pink bling to the side. Oh, there's where that went. Okay, all right, I gotta reattach that. I'll do that. Actually, I think that was supposed to be a part of the flower and it came off. I will fix that. So here we have just a piece from the kit, Alice looking behind the curtain at the little door. And then I just added a rose to the top of this tag. And then this is a bag that I coffee dyed. I've got Alice looking up at the mushrooms and the word caterpillar here. Got just, you know, some lace up here and a little rosette. And then this is some ribbon that I have, and I made it into a ruffle. And then this is actually a coloring page from an Alice in Wonderland coloring book that I purchased, and I coffee dyed it. So yeah, I thought that ended up looking pretty cool. And there, you'll see a lot of those throughout. All right, and then the back of the bag, got the playing cards fighting over the painting of the roses. The background pages are just so gorgeous. Stephanie does an amazing job creating the little rosette or rose here on a piece of vintage doily. And this banner, I just turned it into a belly band, added a little bit of crochet up here, and then added some heart lace onto this little card. And then you've got some lined page here. On the back is another one of the teacups, and then I added a brad here and some lace. And this little piece here comes with the teacup kit. And I just added Mad Hatter here. This is from like a 1997 Alice in Wonderland book. This gorgeous trim is from my dear friend Amy at Glamping and Glitter. I will try to remember to link her Etsy shop below. But you know, don't go buy this because I need to go buy more. Just kidding. If you beat me to it, have at it. But I need more of this because it is fabulous, and I used almost all of it. I actually may have used all that I had in this journal. So here we just have a page from a book, and I used just an edge punch to make a sturdier like little spine piece for the book pages. Here we have, this is just an avocado dyed index card stuck back there because there was a space for it. And then I used magnets and created just a little flip open spot for writing. So you have a magnet underneath the bow. Let's see if we can hear it. No, you can't hear it, but I promise it's magnetized. And the magnet is hidden underneath this little tea party directional sign. Is that what it is? It's an arrow. It's an arrow. And I used glossy accents on these two, because I had a different idea in mind that I wanted to do with them, but it didn't work out, and then I still wanted to add them. So there they are on that page. Here's another one of the coloring pages that I coffee dyed. And on the back, you have a fussy cut rabbit from the kit, and then some sari silk up here, and some bling, and a postage stamp that just has really pretty pink roses on it. This was just, this was a piece I had in my stash, just a flower. Actually, the button that was in the middle I didn't like very much, so I pulled it off, and I added this heart brad because it made more sense with the journal. And then here we have a little coin envelope, and I crocheted along the bottom of that, or the flap, and there's just a journaling card inside, and then that just slides over the page, and I just used one of these curly Q paper clips. And some more gorgeous background page, and then here's a little Mad Hatter hat, and I just added some fussy cut flower piece from the kit and one of the words from the journal words kit. And then there's just a journaling card with a little flower there. And then here's an envelope. I used some scrapbook paper to create a spine for that. Here you have the little eat me and a little cupcake there. This was, I showed this in one of the crochet videos. there. And then inside, you have a piece from the kit, and then this is another one of the coloring pages. I just love this. The coloring book was so adorable, but I thought it turned out really nice when it was coffee dyed. And then you have the tea party image on the back. You have the kitty here. This was actually a piece in my stash, and I didn't realize that it was just a die cut I had, and I didn't realize that it was Alice in Wonderland until I printed out Stephanie's kit, and she had the exact same image. So it's like, I was like, oh, well, that's cool. But the one I had some little glitter on it. So I used that here. I think I used Stephanie's further along. Just some sari silk, and I added the word Dinah. Another of the loaded teacups. Just super cute. I love everything about this. Just makes me very happy. Tag, some fabric, vintage. I love this vintage fabric. Another page from the book. Little fussy cut piece at the bottom here. I love this page. Oops, there we go. With all the roses, and then this little piece with the teacups. I just turned it into a side tuck for this tag. And then this is like the, I don't know, divider piece. So there's like 3 signatures, sort of. So there are 2 little divider boards that I used. Well, for this one, I used this floral fabric, and there's the 300 GSM cardstock in between, and I sewed it together. And I added this piece of, I think it was from a pillowcase. It was like the top of the pillowcase. So I made a pocket out of that, and I added this large pink rose. This came off of a piece of clothing. And then you have another coloring page inside. And then I just added one of the phrases and some bling here. And that just slides in there. It does, I promise. There we go. And then on the back, this is, I think this is my favorite page. So, my dear friend Nikki Adigan, sent me these die cut. They're actually like, it's like a wardrobe. So it actually has another piece on the bottom I cut off where there are drawers. But I wanted to use it as a door. And I know that it's probably not story accurate. It's not the right size, whatever. But in my head, I just had this idea, and I wanted to go with it. So that's what I did. So you have, this is a piece from the kit, and she's got the little key in her hand, and she's holding on to the doorknob. And then I used just a flat back pearl as this doorknob. And these are held shut with magnets, and you can open it up. This side opens better, but you have all the little arrows pointing to, go back, wrong way, Wonderland, somewhere inside. And I just was so happy with how that turned out. It just made me it tickled me. So those just stay in place with magnets. And then this is a fussy cut flower from the kit. So yeah, that's my favorite. Okay, let's keep going. So we're on to like the second signature, if you want to call it that. Again, I crocheted on the side and added those large beads. And here you have Alice looking up at the Cheshire Cat, and I created a tuck spot there for this journaling card. And then Curiouser and Curiouser here at the bottom. And then I just created like a little corner tuck with some pieces from the kit, and I added some crochet along the corner, some little flat back pearls. This is just a little clock sticker that I had, a fussy cut piece from the kit, and some lace. And then there's just a tag inside with another one of those pretty roses. And then this is a fussy cut piece from the kit, and then another bag here. And I added gorgeous blue cameo. There was kind of a blue theme here because you had the blue teapot. There's blue on the background page, and then the dodo bird was kind of blue. So this spread is just sort of got a blue theme. So I used this pretty blue cameo it was a brad, and I glued it down. And then I used some blue flat back rhinestones along the side, and then just a little phrase and some trim. And then you have the same thing in the pocket or in the bag with the ruffle and then the coloring page. And then it actually says some stuff here on the back. Some of the coloring pages have a little bit about the story on the back. And then this is a very old piece of lace from a baptism gown that I got from an estate sale. This is just a fussy cut piece from the kit and a phrase from the word kit. And then here we have just a rose gold or copper, however, whatever you want to call it, bulldog clip, and I just added some of that fabric. And then this is one of the file folders that comes in the kit, and it just attaches there to the page. And then on the back, well, I guess I should probably show you the whole page. I love this background. This is just a piece of newer trim that I avocado dyed, and I added the Mad Hatter here, and then we're all mad here, just to kind of, you know, decorate it up a little bit. Even though it's perfectly gorgeous on its own, I just could not stop myself from adding things. And then here is some more of that table runner. Oh, I love that so much. And I just used that, I sewed it onto the edge of this page. And then this was the pocket watch that I crocheted or showed you in a crochet video. And then another journaling card from the kit. And this is a piece from the kit. And then I just layered up some sari silk and some crochet trim. And then this was a pocket watch charm that I had in my stash. If you can see that. So I added that there. And this was one of the tags that I crocheted onto the top of it. Another book page and that gorgeous trim from Amy. And then we have another one of the little booklet pieces and just an index card in there. This is a sticker from my stash, just some of that pillowcase. And then again, it's been crocheted around and it magnets closed. And then we have here, you know, just a little collage of things. It just happened to match. Well, it didn't happen. I did it on purpose. The coloring page next to it. This was like a little rosette, crocheted rosette I had, and I didn't like what was in the middle. So I just layered up some paper flowers and put a flat back pearl in the middle. And then you've got the rabbit on the back here. And then this is a CD envelope that was avocado dyed by Dee Dee, I believe. I just, this is an old tag, and I just folded it in half to create like the spine for the CD envelope. And I glued some of that crochet trim around the circle, added some cheesecloth and a fussy cut rose. And then on the back, I used this piece as, you know, to kind of hold the envelope shut. This is some vintage lace, and this is just a piece, a charm from a bracelet. It's a purple rose, but I thought it went anyway, even though it's purple. And then inside is just one of the journaling cards from the kit. And I like how that shows through. I like how it shows through the window a little bit there. And then this was another piece that I crocheted. I think I crocheted that on camera, actually, with the little tiny beads. I've decided that the little tiny beads and I do not get along. I had a crisis moment with those, so I'm not gonna probably ever do that again. Yeah, anyway, so here's some sari silk and another paper flower on there. And that just slides in there like that. And here we have Alice and the caterpillar and some of that vintage doily in the background. Another page from the book. And here is that metal piece that I showed you that I crocheted around. And I just made it into a corner tuck and added some crochet lace to this gorgeous tag. And here we have another piece from the kit, and I just used some of that ribbon and you know, just kind of layered some stuff up here. Added a teacup to the top of this page. And then here we have another one of the loaded teacups. You have a journaling card in the back and a little teeny tiny journaling card in this pocket. And then this was just a pocket watch sticker that I had, so I just added that there. This was some gorgeous, I believe, rice paper that my lovely friend Dee Dee sent me. Thank you, Dee Dee. I can't remember now the name of the company that makes it, but I thought it was perfect because it had the chess pieces on it, and it had the clocks, and there's some roses in here, and I don't think it was supposed to be Alice themed, but it worked perfectly. So this is actually, and I added one of the pieces from the kit to the top. So this is actually the next little divider page. So I used this on the front side, and then I used the fabric on the back, and it has the cardstock sandwiched in between. And then this is a piece from the kit, and then another coloring page. All right, and then this is a piece from the kit, some flat back pearls. We have another of the coin envelopes that I crocheted on the flap of, I don't think that was grammatically correct, but you get it. And then one of the playing card type journaling cards in the kit. And let's turn the page first before I clip this on. Another loaded teacup with a little white rabbit tag inside, and a tag in the back with some more of that heart lace. It's always tea time. I could say the same thing about coffee, but we won't go there. All right, so let's clip that back on. And then I'm gonna lift this up a little bit here so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Just some pieces from the kit and another tag with one of those roses on the top. Here's the third bag, and I cut out a piece from that trim from Amy. Some of that really old lace in the back, and inside is another coloring page with the ruffle, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Alright, and then you have a paper rose here, and then after I cut this out, I was left with this piece, so I just put the rose in the middle and added the word roses there, and then a teacup from the kit, and then another banner here that I just turned into an upper corner tuck for another coloring page, and then it has Alice on the back. And then we have Alice looking in the little box with the cupcakes, this little rosette, lace rosette here at the top, and the next little file folder here with the Mad Hatter, and then the rabbit on this side. And then, well, I guess I should show you this page. So you've got the roses along the bottom, and then at the top I just added the little pocket watch and the word Wonderland there. And then another page from the kit, or not from the kit, from the book. And this is the other envelope, and I used the Drink Me little label, and that's a little sticker from my stash. And inside, I just took an avocado dyed index card, and I stamped a little bit, says Curiosities, I think it says Imagination somewhere, and then added some of the pieces, the fussy cut pieces from the kit, and then you've got some writing space on the inside. And then this one is also, I remembered to put something in this one, but it's just a tri-folded avocado dyed index card, so it's nothing special. But there's that kitty image again. That's the one that comes in the kit. And then we have the Mad Hatter coloring page and Alice growing tall on the back. I don't know why, but that image creeps me out a little bit. But, you know, that's okay. So here we have another crocheted edge with the beads and an image from the kit. And then this is another index card that I just added some pieces to. And this envelope has something inside. Oh, coloring page. And again, that's just scrapbook paper that I had that I made the spine out of. The rabbit on the back, I just added Drink Me to that page. Oh, and we have a little, I just added an eyelet up in the corner, and there's a little key charm, and then some of that fabric and sari silk. And then we have another loaded teacup here with a tag in the back and some cute little teeny tiny pieces here in the pocket. Page from the book, lined page, and this page, this is from the kit, and then I just added another coloring page and a rose up here at the top. And then this is a triple pocket that comes in the kit, and I added Alice to the side there. And then you have some journaling cards in the pockets. Again, that creeps me out. I don't know why. I guess just because she's, yeah, anyway. I sort of hid it in the back because it was creeping me out. All right. Wow. So yeah, she is a beast, but oh my gosh, does she make me happy. Yeah, I love it. And I'm not going to add any sort of closure. If, you know, whoever purchases this can, you know, just add a ribbon if you feel like you need to hold it closed. But honestly, it stays closed by itself. It's just 4.5 inches tall. All right, guys, this will be listed in my shop by the time the video uploads. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If you haven't already, I would love for you to hang around. I did want to mention one thing real quick. The lovely Sammy Jared has put together a Zoom meeting for all of us crafters, junk journalers, whoever, and the information for that can be found in my Facebook group. It's going to be this Saturday, the 11th, at 12 o'clock Pacific time in the US, Pacific Standard Time. And you can find all the information and everything in my Facebook group, which is Emma Ephemera's Treasures Crafty Friends. There's a link to that in the description box below. If you are not already a member of the group, you will have to answer 3 little questions before I can approve your membership. And then once you're in the group, you can find the information for the Zoom meeting in the announcements. And I think I pinned it to the top of the page too, so it's easier to find. So if you have any questions, let me know. But it would be awesome if we could get a ton of people, you know, to kind of meet up on Zoom. I'm super excited about it. So Sammy, thank you so much for putting that together, because I think it's a fabulous idea. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go because this was super long, and I will be back soon. I hope you have a fabulous day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.